guys, so today I'm going to be discussing the topic that you all have been asking me constantly on Facebook, and that is how do I get rid of the frizziness on my hair, or how do I get rid of frizzy curls. Now first of all, frizz can happen to any hair texture, even myself. I also do experience frizz from time to time on my hairs. Now I can't speak for all hair textures because obviously probably the way you deal with frizz if your hair is curly and wavy is different, and with me, since I have straight to wavy hair, because my hair is not really naturally, like, it's not super pin straight, I have a tendency to have waves as well, and I know that probably there are a lot of reasons why your hair or my hair gets frizzy, but there's one thing that I really observe that really causes our hair to frizz, and that is number one, dryness. If your hair is dry, or if your hair is naturally dry, your hair is prone to frizz all the time. And dry hair can be caused by all sorts of things, so let me just enumerate. So first, if your hair is chemically treated, or if you have had, like, you know, those hair treatments, like those rebond or keratin treatments, I mean, they're really good at first. It's gonna make your hair really soft and smooth and straight. But if you don't maintain it, or if you don't have a really good hair care routine, the cons of that is that your hair is going to really dry out. Second one is bleaching. Now, if you bleach your hair, or if you constantly dye your hair, so you would definitely notice some frizz, especially when the weather's humid, or especially in summer. Number three, if you constantly wash your hair with hot water. Now, there's pros and cons to washing your hair with hot water. When I say hot water, not boiling hot water, warm-ish hot water. What it does, if you wash your hair with hot water, it actually helps remove the dirt off your hair, especially off your scalp, and also it helps get rid of the excess oil. And that's actually pretty much beneficial to do if you have oily hair. I've tried that before and I think that it really works, but here's the cons of that. By constantly washing your hair with hot water, it opens the pores or the cuticles of your hair, and it can actually make your hair overly porous, that it can cause your hair to be dry and brittle. Now here are the things that can help stop frizz on your hair. Now you can either go for, as I've said, products, or you can go for the DIYs. For the DIYs, I have a lot of DIYs, you know, like do-it-yourself hair masks that you can actually use to tame down the frizz on your hair. And I'm going to be just annotating them right here, or for you people who are in the mobile, I'm going to list that down in the description box. And let me just say, when it comes to products, I really think that, you know, at the end of the day, it's really up to you to just simply go ahead and use the product that works best for your hair. Because I can recommend something that would work for me, and it might not work for your hair type or for your hair texture. For me, usually it's a trial and error to find a product that would really work best for my hair. But if you guys still want my recommendation, because a lot of you have been messaging me on Facebook, like, how do I get rid of frizz? Like, what products do I have to use to get rid of frizz? If you still want my recommendation, I'm going to put that in the description box down below. I'm going to link everything, that the products that I've been really liking, or the products that I've been eyeing, or the products that I have also been using, or the products that I want to try, or like my must-try products. I'm going to be linking that in the description box down below so you guys can check it out if you want to. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, number one, this is one thing that has really helped me, because I think that during the summer season, my hair tends to be more dry. So I really did get a lot of frizz during that time on my hair, and even if I put that in braids or like in hairstyles, it's still frizzy. Especially if you are in the Philippines, you definitely know how hot it is here during the summer. So what I did is I deep conditioned my hair once a week. Now it really depends on how dry your hair is, but for me, deep conditioning my hair once a week has really helped me a lot. Now the DIY that I made with shea butter, that one is very conditioning for the hair. I find that it just really flattened out the cuticles, and it really did get rid of the frizz on my hair when I was using that. Also, after that I used my DIY conditioning mask, I then used apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar also helps tame down the frizz, so they're such a perfect combination, and it also is going to help get rid of the excess shea butter that, you know, that was applied on your hair, so it kind of balances everything out. So that's why I am going to recommend the apple cider vinegar rinse. It's totally beneficial for your hair. So that's it. It's either you deep condition your hair or you use a hair mask once a week. Now the second one is to use leave-on or leave-in conditioners. Now what I like to do after you know, I wash my hair, when my hair is still wet, I'm just going to go right ahead and lather the leave-on conditioner on my hair, let my hair air dry, and that's it. Now for some people, leave-on or leave-in conditioner really works best for their hair. But I find that during the summer, to where my hair was really dry, leave-on and leave-in conditioners wasn't really enough for my hair, because once my hair was dried and after a couple of hours, I still noticed that I still have frizz on my hair. So what I did to fix that is I actually used some oil serums or hair oils that you can actually leave in your hair. You can use coconut oil and stuff like that, but for me, the coconut oil that I'm using is actually organic, so I cannot leave that on my hair. So what I do is I actually use an argan oil that looks like this. Is a Morocco argan oil, and I just leave that on my hair. Or as I've said, as I've mentioned this before, I'm using the L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil. That's a good oil to use too. And also, sometimes I use the L'Oreal Smooth Intense Anti-Frizz Serum. Also, sometimes I use my Dove Daily Hair Vitamins. And I find that those things, not only do they prevent frizz, but also they add like fragrance and shine to your hair, which is such a great bonus. So that's why I like using hair oils and hair serums, because, you know, I find that they can properly just moisturize your hair, because you can apply them even if your hair is dry. So just as a backup, I actually like using those serums. Now, what you can do if you're experiencing frizz on top of your head, you can actually either use a hair gel or a hair wax. You know what you can do with hair wax? You can just simply just dab a little bit on your finger and then just rub it, and then you can go ahead and flatten out the frizz on your hair. But the thing is, don't add a lot, because if you add a lot, of course your hair is going to be stiff, because I know that some of you don't like that oily kind of grossy type of look. If you actually comb your hair, or if you just run your fingers, or as I've said, just use a little bit of amount, your hair is not gonna look greasy or oily. You can also use gels. I think it really depends on your hair texture as well, and on your hair type. And also, if your hair is naturally wavy or curly, I think it's best to already apply the products when your hair is still wet, because it's way easy to manipulate your hair. Your hair is more manageable if your hair is wet. And also this is one thing that I find when I was working with a girl who has curly hair. Don't brush your hair when your hair is dry. I know that's totally opposite to what you know, I've told you guys last time, but for curly hair, I really find that brushing, or curly to wavy hair, I find that just brushing your hair when it's dry makes the hair poofy. So what you can do when your hair is wet, you can actually use this wide tooth comb, or you can actually use a detangling brush or a detangling comb, just to avoid split ends. And also, this is one tip that I always tell you guys, but it really helps a lot if you don't wash your hair every single day. Because what happens if you wash your hair every single day, your hair, actually the natural oils of your hair get stripped off, so in return your hair gets dry. And when your hair gets dry, gets really dry, your hair is prone to frizz, especially if the weather is humid, or especially if your hair is damaged, or if you're bleaching your hair. So I know some people, they only wash their hair once a week. So I hope you guys find this video helpful, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye!